Hello, friends. I want to come today and say a few words about race and trauma and the power of voice. After just so much heart sickness at things that have come to light, things that we as a country are going through, and things that we as a world are going through, Diane and I have had lots of discussions just about this moment that we're in. And I know all of us are feeling some kind of trauma from the coronavirus, from loss of financial security, and then we in America, just this moment of realizing again how messed up our system is and the trauma that goes along with that. And as the mom of somebody who identifies as Black, I think all the time of the trauma of watching videos of how Black people are treated in our country, and thinking that could be my son, that is my son, in so many ways. And there's trauma in that. But I want to specifically say a word to those of us who are white. So if you're a person of color, you're welcome to listen in. But I feel like as a white person, the main audience that I'm qualified to speak to right now is other white people. And so I would really like us to consider the trauma that is so unspeakable, and we have no idea what it's like to be a Black person in America right now, or a person of color, or a Native person. What it's been like for the last 400 years, and what it must be like to watch those videos and just to walk around day after day experiencing the things that they experience. And so as a white person, I just want to say we don't know what that's like. We have to admit that. We don't know. And I think it's really important to not take away the voice of people who do know. And I feel like that's really our role right now, or that's our first step, maybe. We know that one of the biggest experiences of trauma is to feel like your life is in danger, to feel hopeless, to feel powerless, and to not have a voice, to not be able to be heard. And so we know that there is so much work to be done for healing, and not just jumping straight to the healing, but work that needs to be done for real change before that healing can even happen. But we know that voice is going to be part of that. And so I just want to really plead with other people who don't know what it's like to live in America today in a Black or brown body, to not take away the voice of those who do know, and to not pretend that we know. And so I'm going to really challenge us in the coming days, weeks, years. This is not a quick fix thing, but that we don't pretend to know. We don't take away the voice of people that we need to be listening to. And attunement to that voice is a really huge part of trauma healing. So instead of saying, I wish you would protest this way, or can't you see how much things are better than they used to, I think we just need to be quiet for a while and listen, and let people who do know have the voice that they have, and be attuned to that voice, be attuned to the anger, be attuned to the sadness, be attuned to the hopelessness, and just listen. And so I'm going to kind of put that challenge out there. Look for ways that you might be subtly taking away the voice of people by demanding that they speak out in a certain way that is more comfortable for us. Let's not do that. Let's be really careful to not take away people's voice and realize there's a lot of power for healing in voice, and that just listening is our role right now. There's going to be so much work to do, but I think it has to start with acknowledging the power of voice for people who've been traumatized. Mercy Ministries exists to embrace and empower young people from hard places. We do that in Romania, where racism is also a huge, huge issue, and most of the orphans we work with live in a system that does not give them voice. And we want to do everything we can to allow their voice to be heard. But I think we also have to acknowledge, if you grow up as a person of color in America, you are a person from a hard place. And so we at Mercy Ministries, Diane and I have talked about this a lot. We want you to know we see you, we hear you, we affirm your voice. We recommit ourselves to rolling up our sleeves and doing whatever work is ours to be done, but we know it starts with just being quiet and listening. And so I'd like to invite all of us to, especially those of us who are white, to join in with that. And we'll be sharing other things that we can do. We invite your comments with other things that we can do, but we just want to say this is where we're going to start and invite other people to join in with us. So thank you so much. You mean a lot to us, and let's see what we can do in terms of being quiet and listening and empowering others. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.